We do USB secure portable storage device in different form factors. So you got here the liquid metal and the plastic version. We also have other versions like the hardbacker, which is a hard drive right here. Same thing. So we have hardware-based encryption on the device itself and self-contained. No user privilege required, no admin privilege required. Everything is running from the device. So I'll show you guys what it looks like from a user perspective. So let's say I plug a device in. I plug the device on the user computer. Is going to be asked to swipe his finger to be able to unlock the device. So there's a small application that launches on the screen directly. If I click OK, you see the user interface asking for the name of the guy. That's me. That's Stefan. I have to swipe my finger. So I swipe my finger. If the authentication is correct, it's going to blink green. It's going to unlock the device. I'm going to be able to access my private partition. Right? This is all done from the device. Nothing is on the host itself. It's self-contained. We don't install any software on the client side. The second part of the device, which is actually the most powerful feature, is we have also a digital credential store on the device. So you can run anything that's PKI, any certificates that's running from the device. We have RSA Security tokens that you can store on this device. Anything that's one-time password or static credentials is embedded on the device. It's called a crypto store. It's already in here, so I can access it. So if I need to access that device information, I can launch from the tray icon menu any applications I need to release credentials. For instance, an example I have is I have an RSA Citrix login where I would query the web and launch my RSA, which I have a token that's been issued to me, to Stefan. So I just launch it. I'm launching portable Firefox, which is on this device also. So it's going to launch that Firefox browser from the device. I need to swipe my finger to release my credentials for the RSA Security token. So I swipe my finger. It's asking me for my RSA token. So I choose Stefan. It's going to release the credentials, and now it's going to send the information to the RSA Security server. And so this is live on the web. So I got a website. This is live on the web. The VPN session is established. Now I get redirected. So what the second link we have is we send to a Citrix MetaFrame server. So we connect to the server itself. So if I don't have credentials on this device for my Citrix login, but normally the one-step process would be it has the username and password to log into the domain. That's pretty much it from the user standpoint. How we do that, how we achieve that, we have an Access Enterprise Manager software. Let me launch it here. So Access Enterprise, this is our admin interface, right? So we got 3 basic tasks that we do to set up the device before we send it to users. First thing you want to do is you want to initialize the device to say on the device how it's going to be configured. For example, the profile we have here for the RSA profile, we have set up the profile for a Stealth MXP, which is this device. I don't have any public partition allowed, so I say no to the public partition. The read-only size of the partitions was 128 megs for the read-only size, and the management code. So the reason for that we need the management code is, for example, if the user is not there anymore, if he can't log into the device, he got hit by a bus, you know, he don't have a finger anymore, but you still need to access the data. So what you do is you have a management code that you can plug in this device to the management console. You enter that management code, you unlock the device. So you don't need that user to be present if you know that management code, right? So that's the device portion. Then if you talk about the user themselves, you have to do the same thing for the users. You're going to create a profile that's going to be for how the user are going to have to allow to use the device. For example, how many users do I permit on the device? Our device can contain up to 5 users on the device. How many fingers will have to swipe? So for this particular profile, we have 2 fingers that are set for this device. The biometric security level, so we have the security level for the biometric scan is configurable. You can have a really low threshold or a very high threshold depending on how precise you want to be and who's going to be able to swipe the finger for the recognition rate. We have a help desk function. So for instance, if a user gets locked out of his device, can't log into his device anymore, we have the help desk function where he will have a phone number pre-configured on the device that is going to be able to call, which is going to be your admins or your organization, where he will give his credentials. He will say, you know, I'm so and so. Here's my device serial number, and I'm going to be able to unlock his device by sending a unique code to that guy. He's going to have to re-enroll his finger. He's going to unlock the device. Is the credentials, the user credentials. So as I mentioned to you before, we have a way to inject tokens, RSA tokens, or Windows logon certificates, smart card user certificates, VPN logins, whatever PKI application you have, we can store on this device. One of the example I use is I got the Secure ID token here. All I need to do is I have to have a web service URL. Secure ID has a web management interface. We provide that. If we got proper credentials, we can log into that user interface. When we're going to issue the device, we're going to do it in one-step process where we're going to inject the Secure ID token on the device directly.